Manny from Tampa. Hi Chris, was sitting one day at the spaghetti warehouse for lunch in Tampa, looked out the window and noticed the Scientology org. I had no idea it was there. I was there for about an hour having lunch and noticed a security guard come out like every 15 minutes looking around, checking garbage cans, etc. What exactly are the guards looking for? What are the duties? Are the guards Scientologists? Okay, at the Tampa org, which is a local Class 5 org, so it's not a Sea Org installation, although it's very close to Clearwater, so Sea Org members I'm sure go over there all the time. But what you're looking at a Class 5 level when you're looking at a security guard is you're looking at somebody who is just protecting the grounds, okay? And I understand that security has been hired in some instances with churches. If they feel that there is some temporary local threat, they'll bring in some security. I've seen that literally only a couple times in all the years that I was in. It's not a common practice by any stretch. But I'm suspecting, although I don't have enough information from your question to be able to tell for sure, but I'm suspecting that was the case. And maybe there was some threat or thought of a threat against the Tampa church, and so they had these security guards. Now, if it was a staff member, like a church staff member, not Sea Org, then you have somebody who works in a part of the church called HCO, the Hubbard Communications Office, and that's the division of the org that works on hiring and firing and personnel, and also works on ethics and justice, right? And any kind of ethics and justice actions. And if Scientologists get in trouble or something like that in that area, that's where they would go, is to the HCO there. And perhaps you were seeing a person in the ethics section, because that's where security guards would be, if there were, such. I've never ever seen a single posted security guard in an org. I've never seen that post or that job, but that is where they would be if they did have such a person on post. And that person's job would be to, make sure the grounds are secure and there's no bombs in the trash cans and stuff like that. It's the only thing I can imagine as to the scenario that you're presenting, because security guards are not a commonly seen thing at a local city church. On a Sea Org base, you definitely have a security contingent. And you have Sea Org members whose jobs are to be security guards. That's their job. And like in Los Angeles, you'll see videos of these guys. They dress in uniforms, they have stars, they sometimes carry weapons, ride around on bikes, patrolling the area. And those are legitimate, true blue Scientology Sea Organization security guards. Their job is to keep an eye on the grounds and secure the base and secure the perimeter, but they also have an additional duty of going around and patrolling and looking into and checking up on the staff, the Sea Org staff on the base. And they'll go around with clipboards and inspection sheets, and they'll do interviews with people on their job if they're not doing good, and they will check things out and make sure that person's on schedule, going to study, all this kind of stuff, which is a total joke in the Sea Org because everybody's off schedule because they're working insane hours. And study is optional as far as sometimes it's enforced and sometimes it's not. And if you got 3 hours sleep the night before, you're not in shape to go study. So, these questionnaires, anybody can be gotten into trouble with these things because, the Sea Org's whole schedule and lifestyle prevents the standard nice routine schedule that's supposed to be the case with the Sea Org, right? The Sea Org are supposed to be on these very regimented schedules, but those schedules are always, the first thing they go in the trash can when, the latest emergency comes down the line. So anyway, that's what the security guards go around and do, is they protect the perimeter, and they also inspect and report on the staff and keep an eye on the staff. And there's a lot of cameras, for example, that are kept in a control room in security. There's a whole wall of monitors, and these cameras are from cameras all over the base, including inside the base, like in the berthing areas, not in rooms, but in the hallways of the berthing areas, and in the hallways and by the dining room and the canteen and this sort of thing. So they can keep an eye internally and make sure no staff are sneaking off to their rooms in the middle of the day and this kind of thing, right? This is also a job they have. So that's the security role in Scientology.